Step 1. Build fluency. Remember in the last video, we spoke about the importance of using things to count. Fluency is foundational. We need to make sure that we're not getting caught out when the items are getting laid out a different way. We need to be confident that we can break the amounts into parts. We need to be quite quick at recognising a small amount of something. And we need to be able to start putting things into bundles. Ideally, putting things into bundles of 10 to make counting up quicker. Step 2. Use more strategies. Remember, strategies are just ways of counting. In this video, we're going to look at different ways to count on and to count back. Reordering. This is counting on from the larger number. Sometimes it involves finding numbers that fit together to make that larger number, which increases efficiency. It makes sense to start from the larger number. So something like 2 add 9 add 8. We can see that 2, 8 make 10, and we've still got the 9 to add on. 10 and 9 is straightforward. And here's the reordering strategy drawn on a number line. Doubles or near doubles. When the numbers are similar, double one of them and then add or subtract the difference. If you notice that the two numbers that you're adding together are nearly the same, then all you have to do is double one of them and then adjust. So I know that 9 is made up of 8 and 1, so I have double 8, which becomes 16. Add one more. And here's the double strategy drawn on a number line. Make tens or bridges. Break a number into parts so that one part can add to the other number to make it a 10. Because we know how to bridge, what we can do is put things into bundles of 10. That means then if I'm looking at something like 8 and 9, I know that I can take 1 from the 8, add it to the 9 to make 10, which leaves me 7 to add. Friendly numbers. Make a number friendly and then adjust for it at the end. Friendlies usually end in 0 or 5. Building on the bridge with tens idea, I can turn bigger numbers into a number that's easier to add from, usually a multiple of 10 or 5. I'm going to take that 48, and I know that if I add 2, that will give me 50, which is easier to work from, which turns us into 50 plus 23, starting with the bigger number, gives me 73. But I know that I added 2 on earlier to make it a friendly number, so I need to take 2 away again. And 73, take away 2. Compensation. Take a part from one number, then add it to the other to make it a friendly or a double. For 18, add 23, you might add 2 to this, which means you need to take 2 from that, giving you your new calculation of 20 add 21, which is much easier to work out. Place values. Break both numbers into hundreds, tens and ones. So for 24 add 38, I can add the 2 and the 3, giving me 5 tens. Then I can add the 4 and the 8, giving me 12. And 50 add 12 is easy. chunks. Break only one number into place values in tens bridges. This is where I'm going to partition just one of the numbers into either the place value units or some other tens bridge. So I'm going to break apart 28 into 20 and 8, which means I have 45 add 20, which gives me 65. And then once I have 65, if I find adding 8 a bit tricky, I can break that apart into 5 and 3, because 65 add 5 is easy, that gets me to 70, and then 70 add 3, subtraction by removal or counting back. This is where you start with a larger number and count back in chunks to get close to friendlier numbers. So for 123 take away 69, I'm going to take off 20 first, because that takes me close to 100, I feel more comfortable there. Then I'm going to take off another 40, and I know that then will take me to 63. And then I'm going to go to a wee friendly number. 60 is round, so that means another 3 off. And then 6 left to take off, which means I've taken off a total of 69. Remember, this is just an example. You might have counted back in different size chunks. You should work with the numbers that you feel are friendly for you. Subtract by adding up. This is where you find the difference by counting up the way using addition strategies, and it's typically used when there's a small difference between the numbers, so you don't have far to go. So for example, instead of starting at the number 63 and counting back, which is the more traditional method, you might instead start at the number 45 and count up. So in my example, I might start by adding on 5, because that takes me to 50, which is a friendly number for me. And then I can take a bigger jump up to 60, and I know that's a jump of 10, and that just leaves me with a small jump of 3. All that's left then for me is to add together those jumps that took me to 63. Step 3. Play with the numbers. Use the strategies in physical objects to move forwards and backwards. Remember to practice counting at first with physical objects such as toys. These don't have to count as one each. These could be 10 and that is 5. Or these could be 100 and this could be 50. Try and come to the solution in different ways, and don't be afraid if it gets a wee bit messy.